Welcome back to my channel. Today we're breaking down Fight Night. It's
Yeah,
in
UFC.
Baku.
It's in Rafael Fiziev's country, Azerbaijan.
Yeah, there. Recording, right? Okay, I was just making sure I was recording. Okay, perfect. One thing I did want to preface this by saying I noticed that the UFC used to, or I think they used to, because I heard people talk about it. They used to have like um the main event for this card is a light heavyweight bout.
Yeah.
But there's no other light heavyweights fighting on this card. So like if anything fell through, like we wouldn't have like a
All right.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if anything happened to Jamal Hill or Khalil Roundtree, like there would like that's it. There would just have to
Yeah. They would have to make like Rafael Fiziev's fight the main event,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, I just thought that was weird because I think they used to do that at least. I noticed.
Especially for the pay-per-views, I think.
I
For the
think
pay-per-views, they really crack down on that. But yeah, they used to do that for fight nights too.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, ready?
Ready? Let's
Okay.
go.
First bout, heavyweight bout between you know how to say this name way better than I do, but Hamby Abdulwahab versus
Yeah.
Muhammad Usman. Abdulwahab is undefeated with 6 wins, five by knockout, none by submission. He debuted in the UFC in 2022, um, with a no contest against Dante Mayes, and then went on to have a split decision win in 2025 against Jamal Pogues. And he does have a slight southpaw advantage. He's pretty new to the UFC. Um, Muhammad Usman, which you said was Kamaru Usman's brother, right?
Yes, his younger brother, but bigger brother.
Wait, he's younger though, right?
He's young. He's younger, but yeah, he's younger, but he's bigger.
Oh, well, yeah.
Obviously.
Muhammad Usman has 11 wins, four losses. Four of his wins came by knockout, two by submission. He competed on season 30 of The Ultimate Fighter in 2022. Um, he had a unanimous decision win against Jake Collier in 2023, and then two unanimous decision losses, one against Mick Parkin and the other against Thomas Peterson, both in 2024.
And this is the first fight on the card, right? I actually like this as a first fight in the card. I think this is actually a pretty decent fight. Like it's heavyweight, so you wouldn't expect much. But Mohammed Usman has a very big, I like my reach and height and all that. He has a very big reach advantage in this one. They're both the same height, but Mohammed Usman does have a reach advantage in this one. But with how the styles clash, I don't think that really matters. So I don't think that plays into it. I think Hamdi Abdul Wahab. I feel like this going the distance. I feel like weirdly you don't see it a lot with heavyweights. I feel like this is a heavyweight fight that will go 15 minutes. I don't think I see. They're not both not really huge finishes. Um, I just think with Hamdi Abdul Wahab, while I don't think he's brilliant, I just think I put more faith into the undefeated record, the confidence of an undefeated fighter. He controls the pace better than Usman. Mohammed Usman is flawed in a lot of areas, and I think he'll go 15 minutes, and I'll go Hamdi Abdul Wahab for like a close 29-20 decision.
He's taken over. Um, Actually, that's so funny. I wrote on my note card, I wrote Azim's point about edge of an undefeated fighter. And for that reason, I also did pick
Yeah.
Abdullah.
Maybe I think that because I'm an undefeated fighter, but there's a confidence that comes with it. I'm telling you. But it can go against you.
I agree. I agree, but with heavyweights and everything into consideration, I did look at it, but he also does have that slight southpaw advantage. Can never
Yeah.
it is proven. As of
Yeah.
now. As of now. Um, okay. Next spot.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Next bout is a flyweight bout between Tajir Ulanbekov versus Azat Maxim. Tajir Ulanbekov has 16 wins, two losses. Um, Out of his wins, he has one by knockout, eight by submission. His fight style is wrestling. Um, he debuted in the UFC in 2020. He went on to submit Nate Maness in 2022, submitted Cody Durden in 2023, and had a unanimous decision win against Clayton Carpenter this year, which I think Clayton Carpenter is an impressive one. And then Azat Maxim has 15 wins, one loss, four of his wins by knockout, six by submission. His fight style is striker. He debuted in the UFC in 2023 with a split decision win against Tyson Nam, and since had a loss via unanimous decision against Charles Johnson in 2024, who was a tough opponent. Um, yeah, I have a little bit to say about this one.
Go on, you go first then, because I might change my opinion based on what you think.
Oh, okay. Um, just curious, just curious. Who's your opinion right now?
Sorry?
Just curious, who are you thinking for like right now? Like who do you
I'm
think?
leaning to gear, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah. So I picked is it Tagir or Tagir, whatever. Um,
To gear, yeah, yeah.
I picked Olin Beckhoff. They're both southpaw stances. Um,
Yeah.
Maxim has actually only lost to Charles Johnson in the UFC. Um, I do normally pick a wrestler over a striker, so this is weird for me. But Willem Beckhoff has really impressive wins, like Bruno Silva, Cody Durden, Clayton Carpenter, like I just said. Um, See, I kept going back and forth on this one because I do want to pick the wrestler. I do want to pick Maxim because he's never been finished. He is new to the UFC. He does have one win and one loss in the UFC, which might give him more of an edge. But for some reason, I just feel like Ulanbekov will take it.
This is a really good fight. I feel like this is a really close competitive fight. I'm leaning to Gia just based on experience, just more experience, fought better level of opposition.
Yeah.
I think he's more comfortable in more areas of the sport. Um, yeah, I agree. I'm leaning him, but this is one that I could see go every way. But again, I don't see a finish in this fight.
Next bout is a middleweight bout between Ismail Nurdiev, Nardiev
Ismail Nadeev, yeah.
versus Jung Park. Ismail Nurdiev has 24 professional wins, seven losses. 12 of his wins have come by knockout, six by submission. He previously fought in the UFC from 2019 to 2020. I don't know if he was cut, but he did briefly compete. I think it was like just two bouts in Brave FC before competing in the UFC again, and he has since realized a unanimous decision win against Bruno Silva in 2024. Um, Jung Park has 18 professional wins, six losses. Five of those wins have come by knockout, six by submission. He debuted in the UFC in 2019. This will be his 11th fight since, so he's pretty active, and he does have really impressive wins, such as Marc-Andre Barriel, Eric Anders, and Dennis Tululin. The list goes on. Um, as of recent, he submitted Albert Duraev in 2023. Lost by split decision to Andre Muniz in 2023 as well, and then had a split decision win against Brad Tavares last year in 2024. You want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Go on, you can go first. I know who I'm gonna pick.
Okay. I'm taking Park for this one. I Nurdiev has a win over Bruno Silva, the middleweight one, the middleweight Bruno Silva, who is on a four-fight loss streak and has been. I think he's been cut from the UFC because I follow that, on X, that page that like the roster watch or whatever.
Yeah, UFC roster watch.
Fighter
Yeah,
removed, yeah. So I think
yeah.
he's been since cut from the UFC. But but because Nurdiev already okay, hold on, Jesus. Sorry, who wants to play? Because Nurdiev already was cut from the UFC, I think it does make him hungry to like want to prove himself. But I counted Park out the last bout. I counted him out against Brad Tavares, and he looked really, really good against Brad Tavares. Like I that one shocked me a little bit. He looked very like they both looked they both looked good, but he I don't know. That that
Yeah.
that
No,
for
it was a good performance. Yeah.
so I'm going with him because I don't want to count him out again. Oh wait, I
Oh
had
well, I will count him out. I think Nerdia wins.
okay. Wait, I wasn't even
So this,
sorry. I had a whole nother page. Hold on.
oh really?
Yeah. So okay. Park has only lost to the best in the division, such as Anthony Hernandez, Gregory Rodriguez, and Andre Muniz, while realizing many wins as well. And yeah, um,
I think Nerdia still wins, but I could. I mean, it's his nickname the Iron Turtle, one of my favorite nicknames for no reason. But I think Nerdia wins. I like fighters that are good at going a distance, and I think with Park sometimes he can lose himself in a fight. Like he gets a bit not emotional, but like he loves the war, he loves a scrap. Whereas I think Nerdia is better at keeping the fight slower, keeping it boring. And I can just see Nerdia. He's got I don't know what I think it's a back a rear body kick or something, but he's got a really nice kick that I like of his. But regardless, I think Nerdiev, I would pick him to win this one. So we're going our first fight that we disagree on.
okay. And I do want to say this because I wanted to say this in the beginning. I usually have no issue with picks. Like you know my picks. Like I'm very solid.
Yeah.
There are two fights on this card that I'm just gonna go with yours because for some reason I can't make up my mind up. But that's later. That's later.
All right. Well, I might change your mind. Who knows if I say something.
Next weight is or next weight. Next bout is a welter. I need to enunciate. Next bout is a welterweight bout between Sung Kyu Ko and Oban Elliott. Ko has 11 professional wins, two losses. Six of his wins have come by knockout. He doesn't have any submissions. He does have a slight southpaw advantage. He competed in Dana White's Contender Series in 2024. This will be his UFC debut. Oban Elliott has 12 wins, two losses, three of those wins coming by knockout, three by submission. He did compete in Dana White's Contender Series in 2023. And actually, previous to coming to the UFC, he's only competed in Cage Warriors, which I thought was interesting. He debuted in the UFC in 2024. As of recent, he had two unanimous decision wins in 2024, one against Val Woodburn and one against Preston Parsons, and he knocked out Basil Basil Hafez.
Basil Hafez, yeah, the man that JDM fought on short notice.
Yeah, last year. He's obviously very active and very hungry, and I think we both know where we're going with this one. We're going with our Welsh gangster, so
Yeah, love Orban. I've actually watched a lot of Orban's fight live. Obviously, Cage Warriors. If you're from Cage Warriors, there's a chance I know you. Because obviously it's the England brand. Um, Trained with him, know him, watch his fights. But yeah, ground and pound TKO, I can see it already. He's so well rounded, Orban Elliott.
yes.
Um, I know hate on his opponent. It's a good fight. It's a tough fight, but I think Orban is like I think Orban is ranked level in the UFC right now. Like I think will eventually be a solid top 15 guy, and yeah, I think we both agree in this one. I don't think there was ever a question in this one.
Yeah, I literally put our Welsh gangster on the note card.
Yeah, it is.
Um, what was I gonna say? My dog's being really annoying right now. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something important, and I forgot it.
What is it about the fight?
It was something relating to the card. You know what? Maybe it'll come to
It'll
me.
come back to you. Yeah, you'll come back to you.
The next bout is a featherweight bout between Muhammad Naimov versus Bogdan Grad. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, sorry. Before we move on. I follow all these fighters like on every platform like
Yeah,
possible. I think Oban Elliott like with this Welsh gangster and everything and like his poses and everything like
yeah, like very Charles Sonnen-esque.
I think he has like a very what's the word I'm looking for? Like he could be not like a Conor McGregor because there's never gonna be a Conor McGregor.
He can be similar to like us. He can be a massive star like him.
Yeah, like the personality's there. Like he's a little edgy with what he says. Like he's very like,
Very Paddy Pimblett-esque,
but
like a
like
Welsh
a
Paddy
little bit
Pimblett.
more of an ass, you know?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
very
like
Charles Sonnen-esque. He's very like with the posing and all that. Very like Charles Sonnen, like a
yeah,
Welsh Charles Sonnen. Um,
yeah.
oh,
Like
he's like that. He's like that in real life too. He's a very funny guy. It'd be good to get him through the rankings because he'll promote fights well. He did it in Cage Warriors, where he's good on the mic. He's a good talker. He
he
knows
does,
how to present himself.
and he's gotten the pose right. Like he has like like all like those trademark things.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love him for that. Yeah,
I love
he
him too.
knows what he's doing.
He does. He does. He does. He'll get big. He'll get really big.
Yeah.
But sorry, moving on. The next bout is a featherweight bout between Muhammad Naimov versus Bogdan Grad. Muhammad Naimov has 12 professional wins, 3 losses. Six of his professional wins have come by knockout, two by submission. He debuted in the UFC in 2023. Um, Recently, he knocked out Eric Silva and submitted Felipe, Felipe, why can't I say it? Felipe Lima,
Felipe Lima.
both in 2024, and had a unanimous decision win against Con Offley earlier this year. My dog's been crazy. Bogdan Grad has 15 professional wins, 2 losses. 9 of his wins have come by knockout, 3 by submission. He competed in Dana White's Contender Series twice, actually. Hold it. First in 2023. Dude, okay, okay. Let me finish this one. Okay, thank you. Look at him, dude. Who gave him the crack? Okay, relax. Okay.
That was gone. Here we go.
Um, he competed in Dana White's Contender Series 2 different times. The first was in 2023, where he was knocked out by Tom Nolan, and then he competed again last year and realized a win. And he debuted in the UFC earlier this year by knocking out Lucas Alexander. Um,
Who do you think with this one?
I think we're gonna go the same way with this one. I'm picking Naimov.
Yeah,
Um, the fact that look, Tom Nolan's a good fighter, but I don't think he always was. And like back in that time, I think he still had a lot of like growing to do. You feel me?
he's not great. He's good. He's not great.
That
Yeah,
is, yeah, he had a very susceptible chin. And the fact that Grad was not knocked out by him, I don't know. It
it's
that
not a good look. No, it's not a good look. No.
yeah. Um Grad should be hungrier as he has been trying to enter the UFC for a while. He went to Dana White's Contender Series twice and everything. But yeah, Naimov's resume is so impressive, and from what I've seen, he's been very like dominant, very very dominant. I think he's going to be like a higher level than Grud.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty simple. Naimov, very well, very good everywhere. Good knees, good elbows, very good in the clinch. Got a grappling base, powerful guy. Um, Kind of in a way just has it all. Whereas you can't say the same for Grad. I think he can take it anywhere on the feet, on the ground. I think he's better in both areas. So yeah, I think Naimov. I think it's a pretty simple pick.
Perfect. Okay. Next bout is a lightweight bout between Nazim Sadi Nazim. I practiced this name so many times today. Nazim
Go on, you got it.
Sadikov
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
versus Nicholas Moda. Nazim Sadikov has 10 professional wins, 1 loss. 7 of his wins have come by knockout, 2 by submission. He does have a slight southpaw advantage. He had a 2023 UFC debut after competing on Dana White's Contender Series in 2022. Since then, he submitted Terrence McKinney in 2023. He had a draw against Vyacheslav Borshev or Slava Claus in 2023 as well. And then he won via TKO doctor stoppage against Ismail Bonfim earlier this year. Moda has 15 professional wins, 5 losses. 10 of those wins have come by knockout. He doesn't have any submission wins. He competed in the Ultimate Fighter Brazil 4 in 2015, and then competed on Dana White's Contender Series in 2020. Um, and then he debuted in the UFC officially in 2022. Um, his most recent bouts include a no contest with Trey Ogden. Very strange. I don't know if you remember it, but it reminded me of the like Lawler Ben Askren, I think, situation
All right, okay,
where
yeah,
like they just dropped their hand because like,
yeah.
but it
I
was
do briefly remember it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. He knocked out Tom Noland early in 2024 and then had a unanimous decision win against Mahashate uh last year, 2024 as well. You want to go first?
Okay, I think this is a fairly close fight, but in my mind, I can only go with Nazim.
I know. It's okay.
Um, I just think he seemed like Marta seems like quite a short, stocky guy for that division. Not short, but like very compact.
Yeah.
Whereas Azim's very long, very powerful, mobile rounded, obviously, like by the fact that like he can KO you, he can submit you, he has a ground game. He's beat good competition. If this was a Nazim coming in like his UFC debut, but like maybe I would pick Martin because it's that kind of close fight. But I think he's had experience in the UFC now, been here for a couple. He's been in with some good opponents. And Bonfim is very good and is a dangerous finisher himself. Slava Claus is very good. Did he say Terence
He had a
McKinney's been in
draw,
with?
though. He had a
It
draw.
was a draw, but I'm saying he's been in with good opponents.
Yeah.
Terence McKinney, um, like he's arguably been in with better opposition, or at least won against better opposition. Um, and with Motta, I mean, he's been finished a few times. I believe if I'm not mistaken, did Jim Miller knock him out a few years ago?
He lost to Jim Miller.
Yeah, I believe he got KO'd by Jim Miller
You're
a
talking
few
about Moda
years.
right now, right?
Hmm?
You're talking about Moda right now,
I'm
right?
talking about Motta right now. Yeah, yeah. Jim
Yeah.
Miller, I think, finished him a few years ago. And that was a long time ago. That was a few years ago. But I've got Nazim, but I don't think the odds should be that far apart. I think it's a fairly close. I can see Motta winning, but I'm going to go Nazim probably by finish too. He's only got one decision win.
Yeah. Sadikov has not realized a loss since his first professional fight in 2018. But I can't go against Moda. So, um, Moda has gone through tremendous adversity to make it into the UFC. And I think when people sometimes like, yeah, they keep jumping in and out, but he went in 2015 he was in the Ultimate Fighter Brazil 4 and then he competed again on Dana White's Contender Series. Like he moved to be, like better trained. I know he goes to Thailand a lot, like to
Yeah.
train. He yeah, he has a lot of dedication to the sport. He went through tremendous adversity to make it into the UFC. So I think that he's like hungry to show that he belongs here. I also happen to know, I'm just kidding. I watch his stuff, whatever. That he stays fit, so he eats right, like works out year round. Like he doesn't patty batty himself.
Yeah.
Like he's like Tom Aspinall. Like he eats very clean, like works out.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I was gonna bring up that he has fought wonderful names such as Manuel Torres and Jim Miller. Um, and actually I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find the exact quote. I couldn't find the exact interview that this is from, but he did say something to the effect of like someone told him like it's not the flame that burns the brightest, but the one that burns the longest that like wins. And I think that just shows like really like who Moda is because yeah, I just feel like he's gone through so much, like he wants it. Like
Yeah.
there's no doubt in anyone's mind that he wants it. So yeah, I can't go against Moda.
That's fair enough then. We'll see. I just think I'm purely basing this off stylistically and talent wise. I
I
think
know, I know.
Nazim's the, but I think honestly, I'm supporting Motta. I hope Motta wins. I like seeing a man that's want to prove their worth in the UFC.
Yeah.
And it'll be a good scrap. If he comes and brings it, he has a good chance here. It's definitely win. It's not as if he's been thrown through. Even though it's a very tough matchup, it's good to have at this stage in your career. Because if he wins this, he's shown that he's at that level. So excited for this one.
And it like will lead to better opponents, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Next bout is a lightweight bout. Oh my God, I was like, I'm recording this right. It's a
No,
lightweight
right.
bout between, I don't know, you're gonna have to tell me. Uh, Tafik
Tawfiq, yeah.
Musayev versus Miktabik Oralbai. Tofik Musayev has 22 professional wins, five losses, 18 of those wins have come by knockout, two by submission. Um, he did have two like previous fights in Bellator. Um, don't know if that matters. I just
No, not too. A lot of fighters have had like one, two. Very few fighters have had an entire career in Bellator.
yeah. Well, this will be his UFC debut, so
Yeah.
I didn't have anything else to really say going off that, but it's not like he was brought here because of like Bellator ending. It wasn't,
Yeah, he's not like Patch Mix. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then Miktabik Oralbai has 13 professional wins, two losses. Six of those wins have come by knockout, five by submission. He debuted in the UFC in 2023, where he submitted Uros Medic, difficult opponent.
Yeah, very good.
He then went on to have an unanimous decision win against Elvis Renner in 2024, which I also feel is like a difficult opponent.
Oh yeah, it is.
Split decision loss to Mateusz Rebecki in 2024 as well.
My fight of the year.
I don't know if you remember that fight, but that was
No, it's my fight of the year. I think it was the best fight done in the NFL.
it was wonderful. Yeah, and my pick will be Oralby. He has more experience in the UFC. And just to talk more about this fight, just to talk more about this bloodbath dog of a fight, right? I think he broke his orbital and he just continued fighting, right?
And it's called oral by. That's like the funny thing in it, right? Like,
Like look up pictures of this man fighting in that it looks scary. It looks scary. Like a broken orbital looks terrifying. Like you can't see.
yeah.
He continued
I
to
think that should have won fight of the year over Holloway versus Gaethje. Holloway Gaethje should have won KO of the year. I don't think that was the fight of the year.
yeah,
That Orobai and Rizbeki, that was the fight. That was my favorite fight of that year.
that's a one that you're mispronouncing. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Polish.
because
I was sitting there watching the post-fight press conference, like his interview. I was showing it. I like watched it. I showed it to my dad. I showed it to my mom. Like I showed it to everyone I knew because he kind of speaks Polish a little bit. But he's so
yeah,
cute because he got like a fight of the night bonus, right?
yeah. Oh, sure, surely, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And they were telling him that in the interview, and he's like, but like before they even told him that, he's like, everyone was like, wow, like what a fight. And he's like the way his face lit up when he's like, you guys liked it? He's like, really? Like you liked it? Like his face lit up. It was the cutest thing ever. Like please watch his post-fight press with
I'm
that.
not seeing his interview now. I'll go.
It's so cute. And just because I know Polish, like I like there was
Yeah,
word to ask me in Polish. I'm like, I got this.
yeah.
But yeah. Are you going with Oral by two?
Oh, you know what though?
It's okay, you can go against me. I'm not.
No,
This is
no. The one is
Becky.
he should be. I think I would assume he'd be a favorite because look how many good names he's fought already. This is Tawfiq's first fight in the UFC.
I'm gonna look it
But
up.
what I can weirdly see Orobai losing just because of how much damage he took.
Just because what?
Just because of how much damage he took.
Mm,
This is one of those fights where if he looks fine in it, I'll pick him for like his next few fights. But he took so much damage in that fight, and Tawfiq is a good knockout artist. Granted, not against the best of competition, but oh, you know what? I'm gonna go against him, even though he competed in my favorite fight of last year. I'm gonna go against him. Probably to get chinned. I can just weirdly see it.
he is a slight favorite.
Yeah, I can weirdly see him getting knocked out.
No,
And this is one of those few picks where I'm kind of basing it
knocked
on
out,
nothing.
bro. You know Polish power. Do you know like Mateusz Rebecki knocks people out, and there was like
Oh no, I didn't
times
know
where
that.
he should have been knocked out. He should have been knocked out in that fight.
But
Everyone,
this will be the trick of this happens in fighting though. This happens in fighting where you take so much damage against a good opponent and then you get knocked out by a less powerful opponent just because of how much damage you took.
we'll
I
see.
can weirdly see it.
We'll see
I
who
can see it.
holds true.
All right, I can weirdly see it. I think all of that should win, but I'm not gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick Tawfiq just based on him getting shit. I can see it right now. This is one of those few. I never really do this, but it's one of those few times where I'm picking a fight based on nothing because I don't know Tawfiq's style. I don't know much about
Right,
him, but
right. Because
I literally think that he took so much damage in that absolute bloodbath.
yeah,
Like he should have took like 10 years off. Legitimately.
it's if he did break his orbital, that yeah. It's a quick turnaround, but I don't know.
Hopefully, it's like his last fight. It'll be good then, won't it?
It'll be good. Okay. Next bout is a heavyweight bout between Curtis Blades and Rizvan Kuniev. Curtis Blades has 18 professional wins, 5 losses. 13 of those wins have come by knockout. Uh, he doesn't have any submissions. He debuted in the UFC in 2016. Recently, he knocked out Tom Aspinall in 2022. Knocked out or was knocked out by Sergey Pavlovich in 2023. Knocked out Jilton Almeida in 2024, and was knocked out by Tom Aspinall in 2024 as well. I believe for the interim, right? For the interim belt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
Uh,
get it clear. He wasn't knocked. He didn't knock Thomas Aspinall out. That was a leg injury. But okay, moving on.
well, I'm going according to ESPN.
The first fight, he broke. It was literally a 5 second fight.
Um, Rizvan Kuniev. What? Wait, can we just pause here for a moment? Because I do have something to say. I do have something to say.
Stop it.
Okay. What you just said just reminded me of something a little bit unrelated, but kind of related. I was at UFC 310. Did you watch Volkov versus Sirlegon?
Yes, brutal robbery.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone there was booing. Everyone there was booing, and I remember seeing a video of Dana White being like, "We'll make it up to you
He
after."
never.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, regardless of whether or not he made it up to him, this is my thing. Why? Because I keep seeing videos, right? Okay, like let's strip Jones and like make Tom Aspinall fight Gone, and it's always Gone.
Yeah, that is true.
Why
I don't want to
when
see that fight.
Volkov clearly won that fight? We should be talking about Volkov. I feel like that.
I
Oh, it
think it's
makes
just because
everything worse.
this might just be more on Tom, how good Tom is, but I think because we've seen Tom versus Volkov and we haven't seen Tom
Still
versus
make
Gon.
it up to him because he did win that fight. He did look
Yeah.
better. He did look better than Gone. Make an interesting fight. Like
Or Jailton, they should do Tom Aspinall versus Jailton Almeida. Just forget Gon. He didn't win
I
his last fight.
agree. I agree too. I agree with that one too.
I think that'll be a good fight. Um, if Curtis Blades win this, maybe give Volkov, because Volkov and Curtis Blades fought 5 years ago and Curtis Blades won. So maybe give Volkov the opportunity to avenge a loss if Curtis Blades wins this weekend, tying it to this fight. But I mean, Volkov, I mean, he's getting absolutely, he won that fight so clearly. Um, and what's he got out of it? Like he is the next top heavyweight prospect. Like I
Yeah,
don't think.
everyone just keeps saying Gone. It's like it just bothers me every time.
Why does Gon always gets infinite title fights at heavyweight? It seems like.
Right?
Like
Right?
he's been in three in like 5 years now. It's like, dude, what's he actually? I mean, obviously he is a top heavyweight, but he's not done anything like, wow, I need to see him in a title fight. Like, no.
Right. That's why I just needed to pause and say that because
Yeah.
that technical thing, I'm like, oh. Anyways, Rizvan Kuniev has 12 professional wins, 2 losses. 6 of his wins have come by knockout, 2 by submission. He competed in Dana White's Contender Series 2 times, once in 2021. He did have a knockout win, but I guess it wasn't good enough to secure a contract. The second time was last year with another knockout win. This will be his UFC debut. My pick, no clue. No clue. Okay, because
I think first,
this
go
is
on, you
such a
go.
dense. Okay, I just want to make a point of this. We're talking about, oh, Volkov and Gunn, right? Who deserves whatever. This is such a dense division. Curtis Blades just fought for interim. That was his last fight. He's fighting someone that's never fought in the UFC.
Thank you.
That's how
I
dense
was about to say this is a stupid fight,
this is how dense this division is. But to
and
be,
it's not even that Rizvan can't win. It's just a stupid fight that shouldn't happen.
I don't know because yeah, here are the pros and cons, right? I like Blade's knockout ratio. He doesn't have any submissions. Kuniev does have 2 submissions, and he has never been finished in his professional career.
Yeah,
Look,
but he's
I
just
don't know. I feel like he competed on Dana White's Contender Series twice. He got a knockout win the first time. He didn't get a contract. He could be mad. He could be hungry. Like I don't know, but I do want to like I don't know. This one you're gonna have to pick for me because I don't know.
hard.
What'd you say?
I don't think this is that hard.
Really? Is it Blades?
Curtis Blades has to win
Blades?
this. I don't.
I
I
was
mean,
leaning Blades too.
The reason I'm thinking Blades. Do you remember Shamil Gaziev
Yeah.
when he fought Jairzinho Rozenstruik? Like he got given a good heavyweight really early on in his career, like his second fight in the UFC, and he just got not exposed, but kind of shown the levels too soon. I just think this dude is his first. Rizvan has fought no one. Like he has fought no one. That is just stuff. Like he's not fought any good. I mean, there's not a lot of good heavyweights in the world anyway, but
I agree. I
especially
I hear you.
especially on the regional scene. Like he's probably fighting like people that are delivering burgers in the part time. Um,
Well,
and this is his first fight in the UFC. Powerful, good wrestler. Sure, is he going to outgrapple Curtis Blades? Curtis Blades is probably the best, apart from John Jones. Curtis Blades is probably the best technical wrestler at heavyweight. Powerful guy. I just think this will be. I can't imagine Rizvan winning, dude. If Rizvan win this, he'll be ranked number 3 in his UFC debut. Like I can't imagine it, but I could weirdly see it. The UFC is a It's a mysterious sport. It could happen, but I'm going. Curtis Blades makes sense to win this.
I was
Rizvan has never stepped to this
wanting
level.
to lean him, but every time I was about to write his name on my card, I there was something like that came into my mind that I was like, I can't do it. For
Like he
some,
got listen, he got KO'd by Tomas Pinal. Okay, everyone does. Before that, he finished Jailton Almeida, who I think Jailton Almeida is a better grappler than Rizvan. I don't think Rizvan's that level of grappler. I don't know. Curtis Blades for me, yeah, Curtis Blades for me. But I mean, I'll be interested by this one. That is a good fight. Weirdly, even though it shouldn't happen.
I'll side with you on that because I did want to lean him, even though it hurts me to go with Curtis Blades for no like reason, like not like I don't like him, but I just I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about
If
that
he
one.
loses, you'll be kicking yourself.
I mean, you won last. You won last one. You won last one. You won the
Okay.
last one. So
Yeah.
keeping score. We're keeping score. I'm gonna put like a little. I have like a little cork board. I'm gonna start tallying like
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
okay. All right, we're almost done. Kind of. No, we're almost done.
Yeah.
Next,
2 fights.
next bout is a lightweight bout between Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Rafael Fiziev has 12 professional wins, 4 losses, 8 of those wins coming by knockout, one by submission. He debuted in the UFC in 2019. Since then, he's had a majority decision loss against Justin Gaethje in 2023. Also in 2023, he got knocked out by Mateusz Gamrot. And earlier this year, he had a unanimous decision loss against Justin Gaethje. He has a switch stance. On my switch stances. Ignacio Bahamondes has 17 professional wins, 5 losses, 11 of those wins coming by knockout, 2 by submission. He debuted in the UFC in 2021 after competing on Dana White's Contender Series in 2020. Since then, he knocked out both Christos Giagos and Manuel Torres in 2024 and submitted Jalen Turner earlier this year. And I've seen Ignacio Bahamondes live. I saw him knock out Manuel Torres at the Sphere. You
Yeah. Yeah.
like those wins are so incredibly impressive. Manuel Torres is a wonderful fighter. He submitted
Yeah.
Jalen Turner. Um, yeah, I've seen him live. I think he's an absolute dog. I don't see him stopping anytime soon. I mean, maybe. Let me not go crazy. I just think he'll win this bout. That's
This is one that I don't know on. This is one where I'm like, hmm. Fiziev, I mean, I know Fiziev, trained with him in the past, actually not that long ago, actually, before the Gaethje fight last summer. But I don't know.
keep in mind, dude. Well, but that could work to your advantage. I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you. Um, Fiziev is coming off of a 3 loss streak. He's gonna be really hungry to get that win. So
Oh yeah.
you go with Fiziev.
Also, I mean, one thing this entire card has been built around Rafael Fiziev. It's his country, Azerbaijan. It's the first time they ever come into Fiziev's country. Because Cleo Roundtree and Jamal Hill in from Azerbaijan. Rafael Fiziev is the hometown guy. He's the guy that everyone's gonna be standing up for cheering. And listen, it only adds about 5% to a fighter, but that could be the 5% that's needed to win. Like you've been to more events than me, you know, like when it's a hometown guy, the crowd gets right behind him, and it adds just a few percent better to that fighter. Do I think Bahamondes is so good? He's also the tallest lightweight, right?
What?
Bahamondes is also the tallest lightweight, right?
Huh?
He's the tallest lightweight. Like I think he's like 6.
Maybe.
I think he is because I
Maybe.
remember when he fought Jalen Turner, they said these are the two tallest lightweights, and Jalen Turner's now retired.
Yeah.
So Bahamondes is
Well,
actually well, we don't know, but he did say that when he lost. But
yeah.
Bahamondes is the tallest lightweight on the roster. Such a long build for that division. Oh, you know what? I'll go against you. I'll go Fiziev.
Watch me like regret
Just the
that.
hometown guy. I'll back Fiziev. One of my favorite fighters to watch in terms of like he's always in bangers. Literally, it's such an entertainer. I think this will be the fight of the night, by the way. Not that will be. I
Yeah,
think this.
I think he got that in in Noche as well because there was not many like knockouts. Like everything went to the
Yeah, but like Bahamondes is so entertaining, dude. Bahamondes is a Fiziev. That is a sick fight. Like entertainment wise, if this doesn't end in a finish, I think this is such a sick fight over 15 minutes. Um, I'll go Fiziev. I'll go Fiziev.
Okay, ready? Last bout. Light heavyweight bout between Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree Jr. Jamal Hill has 12 professional wins, 3 losses, 7 of those wins coming by knockout. He doesn't have any submission wins. He had a 2020 UFC debut after competing on Dana White's Contender Series in 2019. He won the title with a unanimous decision win against Glover Teixeira in 2023, which broke my heart. He vacated the title due to injury. He came back to fight for the title against Alex Pereira, who knocked him out last year.
Yep.
And he was most recently knocked out by Yuri Prohaska this year, which made me very happy. Khalil Roundtree Jr. Khalil Roundtree Jr. I said that right. Has 14 professional wins, 6 losses. 10 of his wins have come by knockout. He doesn't have any submissions either. He competed in season 23 of The Ultimate Fighter in 2016 and also debuted in the UFC in 2016. As of recent, he's knocked out both Chris Daukaus and Anthony Smith in 2023 and was knocked out by Alex Pereira in 2024 fighting for the title. And they are both southpaw stances.
I hate this fight, even
Yeah.
though I think it'll be good. Not because it's a bad fight. I hate it because once the fight's over, this will be a fight where I'm coming here and saying, "Oh, that was obvious." But I don't know with this one again.
No, this is the one, this one and that other, and the Curtis Blaze one, like I was going back and forth on. Okay, look, listen. I love Sean Strickland, and he says that Khalil Roundtree isn't really all that, but he showed a lot of heart in that Alex Pereira fight. And I just don't like Jamal Hill for personal reasons. Did I tell you that story?
Yeah, I do know the story. Yeah,
Bro. And I also just think like, I don't know. I don't know. I
I
just
know what I'm doing now for this fight.
let me come up with my own conclusion while it's been marinating. What, Holden? What do you want? That'd be two. Let me think. Mm, I don't want to say it, but I think Jamal Hill.
Shall I go first, and then you can?
I think Jamal Hill wins.
I think he wins.
I mean, yeah, I do want him to. I don't care. It was that moment was just very uncomfortable.
The reason, the only reason I was doubting Jamal Hill for this fight was because he is returning fairly soon after getting brutally knocked out by Yuri. Like he took a lot of damage in that fight, got chinned. But I think if they were both 100% healthy, I think Jamal Hill is a better fighter than Clear Roundtree in terms of his boxing. I think he's beat. Dude, let me say this about Clear Roundtree, right? Clear Roundtree, I went to his topology a few days ago. Um,
Wait, what?
to his topology, Sherdog, whatever it was.
Oh, oh. Oh, okay. I know.
I Clear Roundtree to me doesn't have a single impressive win. Like not a single win on Clear Roundtree record can I say that
No,
is good.
that title shot confused me.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was on short notice, so it weren't the worst. But Anthony Smith,
Oh, it was?
welcome to Anthony Smith, welcome to the club. Chris Daukaus, welcome to the club. Like everyone KOs those guys at that point in their career. And like dude, I watched this a few days ago. He won a robbery over Dustin Jacoby.
Oh, I saw
Dustin,
that. I saw that he won a. Wait, I need to watch that. I need to put that in my queue because
dude,
I
Justin
saw
Jacoby so clearly won.
really. I'm watching that tonight. I'm watching that
It
tonight.
was such a bad. Even someone like MMA Guru was raging when it happened because I don't know how Clear won that. Like Justin Jacoby controlled him for 3 rounds. Martin Prachnio, another Polish person.
Martin
Um,
Prachnio.
yeah, Prachnio, as I say it. Um,
Actually,
like that was another fight that he looked really unimpressive in. Like he looked very good against Alex Pereira, but
he
I
did.
think that was a
Like I'm fighting for the title. I need to
like
like.
I'm fighting for a title. My life depends on this. There's no tomorrow.
Yeah,
This is it.
yeah. Okay.
Now it's back to a fight night main event.
I'm comfortable with that then.
I think I'm going Jamal Hill.
Me too. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. We're good. We're good. Subscribe. Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe, follow us on all socials. Subscribe to the YouTube channel that you're watching now. Follow our TikToks. That'll be, I mean, you know the TikToks. They'll be on screen somewhere. They'll be in the link description. And yeah, I think we did a pretty good job there, breaking down that card as best as we can. Just can't wait for next week.
Happy
Cannot
Fight
wait.
Night, and don't forget, it is early for us Americans. It starts early for us Americans.
Oh yeah, I'm early for us Brits in the day, and everyone in Europe love this card.
Yeah. This is the one card it works out for, isn't it?
I know. Yes, get in.
Bye. Bye, all.